the finish line from gate to wire. Batang Highlanders.
From gate to wire, it's going to be spring
Trying
collection.
to end the race from gate to wire by about 3. And finally from gate to wire, Viva Morena.
Line, it's all mark of excellence from gate to wire. Still, Manila Bay doing it from gate to wire.
Level beginning. From the center, Patriotic American wins the break. Mupping up between horses as it's all up to you. Down to the inside, Black Tie and Tails showing speed. 3 across the track. Cuzzy's Western will race in fourth and trying to drop over in front of Mr. Ticker Talker. Then at the rail, it's Gallant Steed. Racing second last is Sakima, and 2 to the trailer, Chaz's Legacy. 3 across the track as they run around the first turn. From between them, it's Patriotic American. From the inside, Black Tie and Tails, and from the outside, it's all up to you. And it's all up to you has been reined back by Channing Hill to try to race off the flank of the leaders. From fourth is the gray, Mr. Ticker Talker. Then it's a length and a half. Moving from fifth is Cuzzy's Western. Gallant Steed is next, followed by Sakima, and trailing is Chaz's Legacy. 23 flat for the opening quarter speed. Down the backstretch they go. They start to tighten up. Black Tie and Tails and Quinones lead it by a neck. Patriotic American is second. It's all up to you third. Mr. Ticker Tucker fourth. Gallant Steed tries an inside probe from fifth. Then Cuzzy's Western. On hold is Sakima, only 2.5 behind. And Chaz's Legacy has caught the field. This turns into a 5/16 dash for the wire. And the leader, Black Tie and Tails, by a neck. 3 wide. It's all up to you. Patriotic American still in the fight between horses. Cuzzy's Western is 4 wide. Sakima will be 5 wide. Mr. Ticker Talker not been given the go-ahead by Franco because he has no place to go. Running on from the back is Chaz's Legacy and Gallant Steed, and they line up and swarm in. 3/4, 1:13 and 2. They're into the stretch. Patriotic American set down by John Corton has the lead. It's all up to you to the attack. Black Tie and Tails is next. Down the outside, Sakima. Patriotic American trying to get home. Sakima's over the top. Sakima's in time. It's all up to you second. Then it's close for third. Maybe Patriotic American over Chaz's Legacy. And 139 and 1. Exciting stretch run in race number 7, and it was 9 Sakima who came over the top to get the victory under Ramon Vasquez. And my pal Paul, the race time favorite, is number 6 Wolfman Rocket under Calvin Burrell. They're off to a picture-perfect beginning. From the far outside, Politically Correct breaks alertly. From the center, Sarge Hudson is showing speed. And on the comeback, Unbridled Outlaw is keen to go. From the rail, and Mott as they run into the first turn. It will be Unbridled Outlaw who tugs his way to the front while under restraint. From second now on the outside, Politically Correct. And then to the inside goes Mott. Sarge Hudson is in that top flight as well. Now trying to make it a party is 4th of July. He splits horses to be within 2 lengths of the lead. Moving out wide on the course is Sakima with Chaz's Legacy. Then it's a length back to Ms. Wiz. Following him is the other gray, Oakton. 3 parts back to Wolfman Rocket. He's off the speed today. And 2.5 to the trailer. The trailer is Purple Sky. 23 and 3 for the opening quarter time. And Corey Lannery has a nice hold of Unbridled Outlaw, who heads down the backstretch, 3 parts in front. From second, Politically Correct. Now ratcheting up the pressure on the outside is Chaz's Legacy. 4th of July hemmed in between horses. Sakima's on the outside. Then down to the rail, it's Sarge Hudson, followed by Mott and Ms. Wiz. Wolfman Rocket will have to cover ground and do a new tactic today. Second last, Oakton, and trailing the field while in touch is Purple Sky. He's only 6 off the pace after a 48 1/2 mile. They run to the top of the stretch, and Unbridled Outlaws has the lead and is still confidently ridden. Up the challenge now, and here comes the run from Politically Correct after him. And from behind the speed, 4th of July looks loaded, needs some place to prove it. 3/4, 1:13 and 1. Now Lannery goes to work on Unbridled Outlaw, but the seam is open for 4th of July. These two to settle the score from Politically Correct. Inside the final furlong, 4th of July under a full head of steam. Unbridled Outlaw trying to stay with him. These two opening on the rest of the field, but to the wire, it's 4th of July for Channing Hill and Wayne Catalano to win it. Second, Unbridled Outlaw. Third, Sakima. And 4th was Wolfman Rocket in 144 and 1. Number 4, 4th of July, just needed clear racetrack turning for home. Channing Hill put him into the clear, and he ran down the pace setter Unbridled Outlaw to get the victory. He was off at 9-2 in the wagering. Good comeback. Taposphere. Post. And they're off. From the outside, Incremental and Chant Me Up, Baby begin nicely. Moving in the center, here's Tis Now RJ, and Nakatani and Tis Now RJ put ahead in front. Up on the outside, Chant Me Up, Baby is now racing in second, with Taposphere settling in third. Racing in fourth is Sakima, a length and a half in front of Incremental, then Astika, who's down toward the rail. It's a stretch of another 4 or 5 lengths to Chivalrous and Ready If You Are, who's 2 in front of McMullen County, and the early trailer is Susan's Reward. Susan's Reward's better than 15 off the pace as they run into the backstretch. They went 23-1 for a sharp opening quarter speed. Tis Now RJ takes no prisoners and leads it by a length and a half. Chant Me Up Baby is there second. Taposphere is now third. Incremental moves up between horses with Astika riding the rail. 4 wide down the backstretch is Sakima. It's a stretch of another 5 lengths back to Ready If You Are. Then it's Chivalrous, who's out in the center of the course. 2 in front of McMullen County, who's had pace to chase, and 6 to the trailer, Susan's Reward. Half mile, 48 seconds flat, so well-rated second quarter for Tis Now RJ. Goes into the far turn, bleeding by a neck. Up on the outside, Chant Me Up Baby is second. Astika saving all the ground toward the inside and now trying to contend for the lead. Moving up on the outside is Taposphere, followed by Incremental. Wide on the course and trying to improve is Sakima. It's a stretch of 3 to McMullen County, who finds his best stride alongside Chivalrous and Ready If You Are, and they line up. They turn for home now. Taposphere puts ahead in front. Stablemate Tis Now RJ goes right with him second, and Incremental tries to fire up the rail from third. Down the outside in McMullen County with Susan's Reward through the final furlong, and on top it's Taposphere. Incremental is trying to get into second with Tis Now RJ, but Taposphere is clear. It's Taposphere and Ricardo Santana Jr. to win it by 2. Incremental second, third Tis Now RJ, and fourth McMullen County in 146-1. Number 1, Taposphere is
And they're off in the Rebel. Tis Wonderful Creek hopped in the air, and American Pharaoh comes out running for the lead. Paid Admission, Bold Conquest up closer today, Made from Lucky along the inside. Then comes Sakima, Tis Wonderful Creek, and the early trailer is The Truth or Else. American Pharaoh will dictate his own terms. He's in front by 2 lengths around the first turn, with Made from Lucky just in front of Paid Admission, a joint second. Then comes Bold Conquest fourth, 3.5 lengths off the lead. The Truth or Else inches a bit closer. The pace is soft up top. Tis Wonderful Creek is in between horses. Sakima just went by him. Down the backstretch they go. American Pharaoh leads it by a length. Paid Admission now takes second. At the rail, Made from Lucky is in third. Bold Conquest in the yellow cap is 2.5 lengths off the heavy favorite. The Truth or Else just inside of him, 2 clear of Sakima, and then it's Tis Wonderful Creek. They're heading to the 3/8 pole, chasing American Pharaoh in front by a length. Paid Admission is in second and asks for more now. Made from Lucky, a close-up third. Bold Conquest still outside of him. The Truth or Else has 3.5 to make up. He's between horses at this point. Then comes Sakima and Tis Wonderful Creek. They're a 1/4 mile from home. Victor Espinoza just sitting on American Pharaoh, and he asked the question now, opening up to lead by 2. Bold Conquest is finishing nicely on the outside of Made from Lucky. Then comes The Truth or Else. They're in the final furlong, and it's all American Pharaoh answering this test with flying colors. American Pharaoh will romp home in the Rebel, widening to win by about 8. Made from Lucky second. Bold Conquest third. The Truth or Else was fourth.
Can't tell a big difference between the morning and the afternoon here with